Think gardening has to be complicated? Think again. In this video, we're counting down 10 of the easiest perennials you'll ever grow. Plants that practically take care of themselves and still deliver beautiful blooms year after year. These perennials are perfect for beginners, busy gardeners, or anyone who wants a thriving garden without all the fuss. No special care, no constant pruning, just plant them once and enjoy the show. So if you're ready for a garden that works with you, not against you, let's dive into these low-maintenance champions that bring big rewards with minimal effort. First up is the sunny and unstoppable Blackeyed Susan or Rudbeckia. With its bright yellow petals and dark brown centers, this cheerful perennial is a garden favorite, and for good reason. It's tough, drought-tolerant, and blooms for weeks, even in poor soil and hot summer sun. Black-eyed Susans grow to about 18 to 30 inches tall, making them perfect for the middle of borders or wildflower-style plantings. They thrive in full sun, tolerate a wide range of soils, and are hardy in zones 3 to 9. Once established, they need very little care. Just water during extreme drought and deadhead if you want to extend the bloom season. These flowers not only brighten your garden, they also attract butterflies, bees, and even birds in the fall who love to snack on the seed heads. If you're looking for a reliable bloomer that asks for almost nothing in return, Blackeyed Susan is a must-have. At number 2, we have the bold and carefree blanket flower, or Gaillardia. With its fiery red, orange, and yellow daisy-like blooms, this perennial brings serious color to your garden, and it doesn't mind a bit of neglect. It thrives in heat, poor soil, and dry conditions, making it one of the toughest bloomers around. Blanket flower typically grows 12 to 18 inches tall and blooms from early summer all the way to frost. It loves full sun, prefers well-drained soil, and is hardy in zones 3 to 10. You won't need to fuss over it. Just deadhead occasionally to encourage more blooms, or don't. It'll still do great. This plant is a magnet for bees and butterflies, and it's deer-resistant too. If you want low-maintenance color that just keeps going, blanket flower won't let you down. Coming in at number 3 are the timeless and unbelievably easy care peonies. Known for their massive, fragrant blooms and lush foliage, peonies bring a classic romantic feel to any garden, and once established, they can thrive for decades with almost zero maintenance. Peonies typically grow 2 to 3 feet tall, and they're best planted in full sun with well-drained soil. Hardy in zones 3 to 8, they bloom in late spring to early summer, with each plant producing show-stopping flowers that come back year after year without dividing, fertilizing, or replanting. After blooming, the deep green foliage sticks around to keep your beds looking full and tidy. They're also deer-resistant, drought-tolerant once established, and surprisingly resilient to pests. For long-lasting beauty and serious garden impact with minimal effort, peonies are hard to beat. At number 4 is the hardworking and colorful Salvia, a must-have for any low-maintenance garden. With tall flower spikes in shades of purple, blue, pink, or white, Salvia adds vertical interest and constant movement thanks to the pollinators it attracts. Bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds love it, and you will too. Salvia usually grows between 18 to 24 inches tall, thrives in full sun, and prefers well-drained soil. It's hardy in zones 4 to 9, drought-tolerant, and practically immune to deer and rabbits. Most varieties bloom from late spring into early summer, and with a light trim, you can often get a second flush later in the season. This is one of those plant-it-and-forget-it perennials. It handles tough conditions, stays neat, and delivers color all season long. For effortless beauty that brings life to your borders, Salvia is a winner. At number 5 is the elegant and low-maintenance iris, a classic perennial known for its tall, sword-like leaves and stunning orchid-like blooms. Available in nearly every color imaginable, iris adds instant drama and beauty to any garden, and the best part? It practically takes care of itself once established. Most spirited irises grow 2 to 3 feet tall, and they thrive in full sun with well-drained soil. Hardy in zones 3 to 9, they bloom in late spring to early summer, and many varieties will rebloom later in the season with just a bit of deadheading. The rhizomes multiply over time, giving you even more plants year after year with zero effort. They're also drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and rarely bothered by pests or disease. Just plant them shallow, rhizomes at the surface, and they'll reward you with bold blooms and striking foliage that stays attractive all season long. Iris is a fuss-free favorite that's as tough as it is beautiful. At number 6, we've got the ultimate low-effort bloomer daylily, or Hemerocallis. These perennials are legendary for their toughness, reliability, and massive range of colors and forms. Each bloom only lasts a day, hence the name, but don't worry, each plant produces dozens of buds, giving you weeks of non-stop flowers. Daylilies typically grow 18 to 30 inches tall, depending on the variety, and they thrive in full sun to partial shade with well-drained soil. Hardy in zones 3 to 9, they're known for tolerating drought, clay soil, heat, and even neglect. Once planted, they just keep coming back bigger and better every year. They're also pest-resistant, deer-tolerant, and great for filling in large spaces or lining garden borders. Whether you choose classic orange, soft pastels, or deep purples, daylilies are one of the easiest and most rewarding perennials you can grow. At number 7, we have the reliable and colorful Aster, a late-season bloomer that brings a fresh wave of color just when most of the garden is winding down. With its daisy-like flowers in purple, pink, blue, or white, Aster lights up garden borders in early fall and keeps pollinators happy when few other flowers are around. Most asters grow between 1 to 3 feet tall, depending on the variety, and they thrive in full sun to partial shade with well-drained soil. Hardy in zones 3 to 8, they're easy to grow, drought-tolerant once established, and will come back year after year with very little care. Aside from their beauty, asters are magnet plants for bees and butterflies, especially monarchs during migration season. Just give them some space and maybe a quick trim after blooming, and they'll reward you with a burst of fall color that requires almost no effort. Asters are a perfect plant it and enjoy it perennial. At number 8 is the ever-popular Hydrangea, a showy, low-maintenance shrub that acts like a perennial star in any garden. With its large, cloud-like blooms in shades of blue, pink, white, or even lime green, Hydrangea adds instant beauty and structure with very little work required. Depending on the type, hydrangeas can grow from 3 to 6 feet tall, but many compact varieties stay smaller, making them perfect for beds, borders, or containers. They thrive in partial shade to full sun, depending on the variety, prefer moist, well-drained soil, and are hardy in zones 3 to 9. Once planted, they're easy to care for, just water regularly and enjoy the blooms. Hydrangeas bloom from summer into fall, and their dried flower heads even add winter interest if left in place. They're also deer-tolerant, pollinator-friendly, and forgiving of a little neglect. If you want big garden impact with low effort, Hydrangea is a can't-miss perennial. At number 9, we have the bold and dependable coneflower, also known as Echinacea. With its tall daisy-like blooms and raised centers, coneflower brings wildflower charm and lasting color to the garden, without needing constant attention. It's a true set-it-and-forget-it perennial that thrives in tough conditions. Coneflowers typically grow 2 to 4 feet tall, making them great for mid to back borders. They love full sun, tolerate poor soil, and are hardy in zones 3 to 9. Once established, they're drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and bloom from early summer through fall with very little effort. Even better, coneflowers attract butterflies, bees, and birds, especially goldfinches that snack on the seed heads in fall. With bold color, strong structure, and no fuss care, coneflower is one of the easiest and most rewarding perennials you can grow. And finally, at number 10, we have the beloved and beautifully fragrant lavender. With its soft purple flower spikes and silvery foliage, lavender brings calm, color, and structure to any garden, and the best part, it's as easy to care for as it is beautiful. Lavender typically grows 12 to 24 inches tall, depending on the variety, and thrives in full sun with well-drained, slightly alkaline soil. Hardy in zones 5 to 9, it's extremely drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and blooms from late spring into summer, sometimes longer with a light trim. It also attracts bees and butterflies while repelling pests like mosquitoes. Whether you're planting along walkways, in containers, or as a border front, lavender is a low-maintenance favorite that delivers beauty, fragrance, and reliability year after year. And there you have it, 10 of the easiest perennials that bring beauty, color, and life to your garden with barely any effort. These plants don't ask for much, but they give back season after season. Whether you're a beginner, a busy gardener, or just want a low-maintenance yard that still looks amazing, these perennials are proof that easy can also be stunning. Got a favorite from the list or one you'd add? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.